Now we continue our old discussion that national income must be distributed according to marginal productivity of the factors of production. We all know that factors of production must be rewarded at the rate of marginal productivity. Wage must be equal to marginal productivity of wage labor. Wage must be equal to marginal productivity of labor. Interest must be equal to marginal productivity of capital. If this is obtained, it is called ideal situation. Why it is called ideal situation? There will not be labor exploitation. There will not be capital exploitation if marginal productivity theory of distribution is applied to the factors market. We have already discussed this thing conceptually in previous video. Now it is continued video so that geographical representation of marginal productivity theory of distribution of national income and national production will be illustrated. We are taking first of all supply of labor. And this is marginal productivity of labor. Marginal productivity of labor. From this point, this point is important. Marginal productivity is equal to OW, marginal productivity of labor. Marginal productivity of labor is equal to ME. So, wage is equal to marginal productivity of labor. Therefore, wage is equal to ME. Wage is equal to ME. This is wage, this is labor. This is J.B. Clark view. But Marshall had improved this approach. According to Marshall, this is marginal wage, this is average wage, this is average revenue productivity of labor, this is marginal revenue productivity of labor, this is equilibrium point, OM labor is employed and OW EFG. This is called supernormal profit. Supernormal profit obtained to the labor. This is Marshall-Hicks approach. Marshall-Hicks approach of marginal productivity theory of distribution. modern approach. This is modern approach. This is modern approach. Why it is modern approach? Because in J.B. Clark we have taken marginal productivity of labor in quantity, barter system. But in monetary system, that quantity will be sold in the market. If you are producing shoes, then your salary will be 2 pairs of shoes per day. Is it good to listen? Someone asks you that what is your earning per day in the factory of Bata? You say two pair of shoes per day. ये पा रहे हैं कि खिला रहा है आपको? It is ridiculous. If you are working in wine factory, then what is your salary per month? 20 kg wine of such brand, and per kg is this rate. Then you can calculate what amount I will get. J.B. Clark illustration of marginal productivity is purely in barter system. And so, wage is in terms of marginal productivity. If marginal productivity is 2 pairs of shoes, then your wage will be equal to 2 pairs of shoes. Marshall says that it is better to convert marginal physical productivity of labor into marginal revenue is equal to marginal revenue productivity of labor. Average physical productivity of labor multiplied by average revenue. This is called average revenue productivity of labor. Average productivity of labor into price. This will be known as value of marginal productivity, value of marginal product, value of marginal product. Marginal physical productivity multiplied by price. Marginal physical productivity multiplied by AR. Marginal physical productivity multiplied by price. And the shape of ARP and the shape of MRP, marginal productivity of labor and marginal productivity of capital, will be like this. Look here, this is marginal revenue productivity of labor, marginal revenue productivity of average revenue productivity of labor, average revenue productivity of labor, and here this is labor. Then Marshall said, and Hicks supported, that supply of labor and and demand for labor. Supply of labor and demand for labor equilibrium. This equilibrium is most important. This is industry. This is farm. This is industrial, this is firm. This is marginal factor cost equal to average factor cost. Marginal factor cost means marginal labor cost, average labor cost, average labor cost. Average factor cost, average factor cost, marginal factor cost, where factor is labor. Factor is labor. MFC is a very common term. This so look there. In order to understand our diagram, which Marshall and Hicks has given, that first of all, there is increasing returns, then constant returns, then diminishing returns, and therefore MRP curve is inverted U-shaped. Why marginal productivity curve is inverted U-shaped? Because three parts: increasing return, constant return, diminishing return. If you integrate three, you will have inverted U shape. In average revenue productivity, increasing returns, constant returns, diminishing return. So this diagram tells us that average revenue productivity will fall, marginal revenue productivity will fall ultimately. In a starting of the business, they will increase. They will reach to the highest. That is the constant return. And thereafter it will fall down. How do we calculate marginal revenue productivity? Marshall says that MPP means marginal physical productivity. Marginal physical productivity is multiplied by MR, marginal revenue. This will be equal to marginal revenue productivity of labor. If we take labor in partial and if we take factor, then it will apply to all. Average revenue productivity, how can we derive? Marginal physical productivity multiplied by AR. This will be known as average revenue productivity of labor. Marginal physical productivity of labor is multiplied by price of the commodity. Price of the commodity. Price of commodity. Price of commodity. Then it will be VMP. VMP means value of marginal product. VMP. VMP. So we have three terms. And under perfect competition, under perfect competition, we all know in microeconomics, AR is equal to price. AR is equal to price. Therefore, ARP and VMP will be same. Therefore, ARP of labor will be same as BMP. Why? Because one is multiplied by AR and one is multiplied by price. Under perfect competition, price is equal to AR. So value will be same. Whether you write ARP or whether you write BMP, value will be same. Why? Because P is equal to AR. And therefore, here again we see that in industry as a whole, demand for labor and supply of labor. Demand for labor and supply of labor. Suppose we take labor not like this. We take labor as backward sloping. We take labor as backward sloping. Labor will, after some time, labor will not work. Whatever the salary you will give, he will not work. He will go and sit with his wife and with his children and enjoy his life. Initially, you increase wage salary, he will curtail hours of his family life and give it to overtime. But a saturation point comes that from there he will say, no, I cannot work 24 hours. I will work 8 hours, sometimes 8 plus 8 hours. That is at the cost of health, at the cost of accident in factory, slight slip will lead to your life in danger. Everything is online and a robot is there. Robot will give you injection while you are sleeping. He has also injection to activate worker. So double shift is not possible. Not justified also, because labor is also a human being having blood and flesh, having mind, having internal feeling. So 8 hours is a standard mandate. 8 hours you work, it is equal to 1 mandate. 1 mandate is equal to 8 hours. In factory, 3 mandates is created by 3 persons. Morning 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. 8 hours. 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. 8 hours. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. 8 hours. This 8-hour salary is OW, wage. And at this point, there is intersection. Demand for labor is equal to supply of labor. This is called equilibrium wage rate. This equilibrium wage rate is transferred from industry to farm. Under which situation? Under perfect competition. Under perfect competition. Under perfect competition. This industry is also under perfect competition. Under perfect competition. Under perfect competition. This wage line will be horizontal because firm cannot change. Firm is a wage taker. Wage taker. Firm cannot change. Industry will change price. Who will change price? Industry. Firm is wage taker. OW wage is given to firm. Firm has horizontal wage line. So under perfect competition, wage line is always horizontal for a firm. We mix we mix this diagram and this diagram, then we will get this diagram. When we take first one and the second one, we will get this one. This is horizontal line and MRAR is putting on it. And what is the requirement? Requirement is necessary condition. Requirement is necessary condition. What is necessary condition? MRPL must be equal to marginal wage or marginal factor cost. What is sufficient condition? Sufficient condition. What is sufficient condition? MRPL curve must cut MFC or MW line from above. Look here, this is from above, cutting at point E. At point E. At point E, this will happen. Dropping a perpendicular, passing through E, this is labor employment. And this is wage, OMFG, total revenue, OMFG, and total cost, OMEW. Subtract it, you will get WEFG. This is supernormal profit. This is supernormal profit. Supernormal profit. Supernormal profit. This is supernormal profit. This is supernormal profit. So this is a case of marginal productivity illustrated in geometrical, graphical form. With the help of diagram, you illustrated simpler form, J.B. Clark, and this detailed form, Marshallian Hicksian approach. This is called advanced approach because marginal physical productivity is crude productivity. Marginal physical productivity. So we will write not marginal, we will write marginal physical productivity. So we will write MPP. MPP means marginal physical production, MPPL. This is in crude form. This is in crude form. In real life, we have money, monetary economy, everything converted into money. Under money, we will have the same thing. Here we will say that wage will be equal to marginal revenue productivity. Wage will be equal to marginal revenue productivity. And here wage is equal to marginal physical productivity. This is called marginal productivity theory of distribution illustrated with the diagram. Thank you.